Hello everyone and welcome back to Brooke's Beauty Bazaar. My name is Brooke, and in case you don't know, I put out videos on this YouTube channel all about how to care for your skin if you are suffering from fungal acne. So it's something that I realized that I had after a 10+ year battle with acne, and I started changing my skincare up and making it completely fungal acne friendly about a year ago now, and ever since then I've had roaring success, so I wanted to share it on this space. You guys can also check me out over on Instagram at Brooke's Beauty Bazaar or my blog, which is brookesbeautybazaar.com, for more information. But I just wanted to take this moment to welcome you and thank you guys for watching. Alright guys, so in today's video, I wanted to be like a little more practical than we normally are and talk to you guys about something that is really important to me and something that I'm always preaching to you on this channel, but that is how to read the back of your ingredients list of all of your physical products. I know that there are some really great tools out there. Looking at you, Sensibio.co, I know that all of you guys are probably aware and you love plugging all of your little ingredients lists, copy and pasting and processing them through that tool. And it is a very invaluable tool. However, that tool is known to make mistakes. It has errors. It's just how it is. And I just wanted to kind of give you guys, I think I'm going to do 13 in the end, of the ingredients that you can commit to memory so that when you're physically able to go back out and shop in the world again at Target, you can go down the aisle confidently and you can look at a product, you can pick it up and you can literally scan it for yourself. And hopefully 2 or 3 of these will have stuck with you so well that you'll be like, oop, yep, I'm going to put that one back. So hopefully this will be of value to everybody here. I'm going to break it down into 3 different categories. So I'm going to start with fatty acids, I'm going to do lipids as well, and then I'm going to do the esters that you guys are going to want to look out for. I put this list together basically by going through a box of all of my old products that I used to use religiously and just kind of like researching everything that was in them, reading the list, and then identifying which ones were coming up the most frequently. So I thought I would start with volume 1. This is the first one, but hopefully we'll do another one of these because this is kind of the stuff I geek out about when it comes to skincare. So let's get started. I'm going to start with our fatty acids. There are going to be fatty acids, lipids, and you know, whatever that are going to be out there that you guys might not be sensitive to, so just be aware of that. We're looking at one specifically with the chain length of 11 to 24. Alright guys, so we are going to start. I'm going to give you guys 5 fatty acids to memorize that you can scan the back of ingredients with and know right off the bat, I gotta put that back on the shelf because these are not safe for fungal acne. Alright guys, so the first fatty acid is stearic acid. This one came up so many times in my old product, so that is a big one and one to definitely avoid. The second one is palmitic acid, so I kind of just think of this as coming from like a palm tree, palm leaf type of a thing. Then there is the third one, it's lauric acid. And then we've got oleic acid, O-L-E-I-C acid, and then I'm going to give you one bonus one because it's easy to remember. If you see oleic, you can also remember very easily linoleic acid, L-I-N-O-L-E-I-C acid. So those are 5 acids that you guys can commit to memory. We're going to recap them one more round and then I'm going to move on to lipids. So we've got stearic acid, palmitic acid, lauric acid, oleic acid, and linoleic acid. Try to memorize that and say that 5 times fast. That is hard. So now we're going to move on to the lipids portion. These are all the time going to be kind of called like whatever oil. It could be wax. It could be something like that. These are very hard, so bear with me while I say these words and try to pronounce them. You guys will know I have a notepad in front of me with these written down. These were the top 4 that kept coming up in my personal products, but there were quite a lot. It was a wide range of ones that were in the products I had, so I just went with the top 4 for today. Thankfully, all of these have an easier way to identify them as well. So I'm going to say the scientific name and also the regular name that we might really know them by. The first one up is Butyriospermum parkii butter, which is shea butter. So avoid shea butter at all costs. Second one is Theobroma cacao seed butter, which is cocoa seed butter. Which is, I think, a little bit easier. So if you see cocoa seed butter or something like that, know to avoid that. The third one is, I think I'm saying this one right, I might have written it down wrong, Persea gratissima oil, which is avocado oil. And then the fourth and final one that this kept showing up in my products in very many different forms is castor oil, or also known as Ricinus communis. So those are the 4 lipids that you can start looking for right now. I know they're hard. Butyriospermum parkii butter, so shea butter, Theobroma cacao seed butter, cocoa butter, Persea gratissima oil, which is avocado oil, and castor oil, or Ricinus communis. So 4 good lipids to commit to memory right now that you need to avoid at all costs. And then we're going to move along to esters. I found the esters to be the most interesting category for me because I kept finding that as I was scanning my product list and looking through everything, more often than not, a product would have 5 or 6 esters in it versus having, you know, 5 or 6 lipids or 5 or 6 fatty acids. And I was getting a lot more of my products that had specifically esters. These ones are going to be easy, and there's a cheat sheet. So literally the first 2 that I'm going to tell you guys about, there's going to be like 4 different iterations of each of these or more, and you can just easily look for these. So the first one, this one came up all the time for me, is polysorbate 20. It could also be called polysorbate 40, 60, or 80. That's just how these esters work. I'm not sure the science behind it and why, but that is how they work. So you could see polysorbate, just go ahead, it doesn't matter what number follows it, exit off your list, don't pick it up. The second ester, and I told you guys, hydrogenated castor oil showed up a ton of times. It could also show up, it can be called just hydrogenated castor oil, or it could have the PEG dash 20, 40, 60, 80, you know, you get the gist, in front of it, and then hydrogenated castor oil. And that showed up for me tons of times too. Every single time that I did find it in one of my old products, it would be a different iteration. So the first one was just plain hydrogenated castor oil, and then the second time I found PEG 20 hydrogenated castor oil, and you get the picture. But it kept going from there. So just know, if you see castor oil at all, oh my gosh, I have like a really big aversion to castor oil because I know that I've talked to you guys about this before one time, but back in my very dark days of trying to cure my severe cystic acne, I actually bought into putting pure castor oil all over my face to cleanse my face every single night, and you guys can guess how well that went for me. Okay, moving right along. The next one is polyglycerol-2 triisosterate. Triisosterate, that's how you say it. Okay, the next one is polyglycerol-2 triisosterate. So poly things are kind of going to be one of those big flags that you can kind of look for and know, okay, if it's followed by, you know, this next bit of words, then I'm going to definitely drop it. Triisosterate, that's a big one. You can look for that, and you don't want that. Okay, the next one is sorbitan isosterate. So like I told you, isosterate, you need to steer clear of those. And then the 5th one that I'm going to give you, because all 5 of these just kept showing up in my products, is glycerylsterate. All right, you guys, so those are 13 ingredients that you guys can commit to memory, and hopefully that will help you as you're just going along in your life. When you're out there, you're searching for these products and you really want to try it, and this will give you a cheat sheet as to whether or not it might be something that you can try. And it's just nice to be armed with that information. And then as just a quick hit on this video, I wanted to kind of just show you guys what my experience has been with Sasia.co. And I'm not calling them out because I really do use this tool, but I always like to fact check myself, which is why I've started memorizing all of the ingredients as much as I can, because this will happen to you. Watch my little demo right now. Welcome to my computer. Now you can see I've come up here to Sasia.co, and I just wanted to scroll down really quickly because their website does give you search instructions. So I just wanted to point these out. All you have to do is enter the ingredients into the search bar. Copying and pasting should work fine. However, you have to check your formatting, spelling mistakes, only entering the ingredient name and no extra text because it won't recognize it then. And then you need to be careful that you're using the proper delimiters, which are how their program actually is able to scan effectively. And that means that every single ingredient needs to have one of these characters in between it in order for the website to actually read it. So you have a comma, a semicolon, an ampersand, the curved brackets, which I don't know what the name of those are right now, regular squared brackets, a line, or a double line. Now, it goes on to show you what it means down here. So if you had a misplaced comma between castor and oil, it would not read that correctly, and therefore it probably would not come up with that being a bad ingredient. So we're going to close this out, and I'm going to come up here. Now, I've already copied the list that I'm going to use, and I'm going to paste it right now into the search bar. Now, you can see mine are all separated, or they might have the little curved brackets around them in different places where it just tells you what type of extract it actually is, a common term. And I'm going to hit search. All right, so it's done its thing, and it says search results. Nice, your search is clear of Malassezia promoting ingredients. The ingredient or product you entered is safe to use. Now, for the fun of it, I'm going to hit search again. This is all to make a point, correct? So I'm going to Command V the same exact list. Now I'm going to come up here and show you guys the ingredient. Every ingredient in this list is safe, but there is one ingredient that's not, and it's right here. It's polysorbate 20, which is one of the ones I have told you guys to commit is an ester that you do not want in your products. Now, according to them, this should have worked because and is in the little brackets like that, and there's a comma after it, there's a comma after that previous ingredient, and so it should have worked. But here's the glitch, and there is a glitch with it. If I put a comma in right there after the and, it's now going to search again, and this time it does come up with polysorbate 20 as being an ester, so you do not want to potentially buy this product because of that product being in there. So that is just to show you guys the vast importance of knowing ingredients, committing them to memory, and just being able to fact check yourself, because computers have really made our lives so much easier and everything, but even they can be flawed at certain times because of just a simple user error, truly. So I just wanted to make that a point for you guys. And now we're going to cut back to the regular video. All right, you guys, so as you can see, sometimes it misses something, sometimes it's down to the actual user. You have to put it in the way that the program actually recognizes the text so that it can differentiate things. You have to have commas between it or brackets, you know, there's all these rules. So I just wanted you guys to be aware of that and be able to arm yourselves with a little extra knowledge to go out and conquer all the good makeup products. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to do this again as like a round 2, I would be happy to do that because I'm just doing it for myself anyway. But let me know in the comments below if you guys have questions or which one you have already committed to memory, that you're able to pick up any product and you just know. If it says this, I don't pick it up, I know to put it back. Let me know in the comments below how you guys are getting along with this kind of stuff. And I will see you guys again next Monday with a new video, and I hope you guys are having a really fun weekend. If you have the ability to go outside and get a little fresh air, try to do that in a contained way, of course. But I hope you guys are all weathering this coronavirus pandemic okay, and that you're all staying healthy and self-isolating to the best of your ability so that we can get back to our normal life as soon as possible. All right, you guys, that's everything for me. I will see you soon. Bye.